Hello. So we're here today because do you guys know who aldermen are? Let's start there. Our aldermen are the people that are in control of all of the funding that our tax dollars go to. They decide whether the money goes to the police, whether it goes to the schools, whether it goes to the road work. They vote on these issues. And if these people are going to be running our city, they need to listen to all of us. And they need to hear us all. Our government officials, our aldermen, to be throwing out racial slurs, making generalizing statements about groups of people. It is their job to unify and maintain this city.
I actually wrote a letter to my city clerk. I didn't know much about local government before this, but I'm never going to look away after this, because obviously it is our responsibility to make sure that people are being held accountable, not only nationally, not only on the state level, but also on a city level, because this is our city. I'm going to start off just by reading the letter that I wrote to my city clerk, because I think it covers a few things. Alderman Levasseur has said that he refuses to resign. Alderman-at-large Joe Kelly Levasseur has made it very clear that even though he represents the entire city of Manchester, he only cares about the people who blindly cheer him on have to say. I was born in Manchester, New Hampshire. I went to school here. I work on Elm Street. Y'all should go there with Gilman. I love this city, and it's wasted on ego trips and people like Mr. Levasseur who use their power to block actions that would make our great city even better. This isn't the first time he has been asked to resign. This is the fourth time he's been asked to resign. In 2013, Dan Doherty and several other police officers called for his resignation after he sent a rude email to the police chief. He called the police officers dopes, clowns, jerks, buffoons. He called someone who was shot in the line of duty an embarrassment to the city. He said, "I almost gave my life for this city. I wouldn't change a thing. I would do it again. But for someone to call me an embarrassment to the city after doing that deed, I take it personally. I respectfully ask for Alderman Levasseur to voluntarily resign," is what Dan Doherty had to say about it. But he didn't resign. Y'all don't have to clap after everything I say, no offense. Like, it's a letter, like I'm talking, right? So, then, a few days ago, Joyce Craig, Alderman-at-large Dan O'Neill, and Alderman's Award 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, and 11 called him an embarrassment to the city, coincidentally, noting his habits of using slurs, bullying, and insulting the citizens of Manchester when the country is in a state of mourning. I'm going to take a second to quote Mr. Levasseur. "Darn, I wish I could be with you snowflakes all day, but I have to go to work to make sure you get your food stamps, but I'll be back. Have a wonderful Trump is the President Day," he said to a resident of New Hampshire on the public page, Manchester Happenings Now. We can talk about how he personally pays for the Union's Leader City Hall column and uses it to push his message. Perhaps it's better to bring up the fact that on National Teachers Day, he voted against teachers having a fair and sustainable contract. He once used the sign of his restaurant, don't eat there by the way, it's called Frida's now, it was Theo's.
The food sucks!
Food sucks and it's gross. To say Ward 8 John Catalotto sells out taxpayers, an intimidation tactic that should be unacceptable from a city official. He refused to talk to a reporter from independent newspaper Manchester Inkling, calling the reporter a two-faced liberal reporter and fake news. Sounds a little familiar. Occasionally, Joe Kelly Levasseur takes to Twitter to say things like, Why don't you grow up, you anti-American puke? What an absolute moron. Using illegal aliens to try and win an election, you scum. You have no shame. Hashtag loser. Hashtag Democrat obstruction. And coming from someone who takes his orders from Pelosi and Buckley, ha 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 ha. What an idiot. Go to the border and adopt an illegal, tough guy. Oh, the government should take care of it. Here comes the end of the red wave, thanks to you clowns. This week, Black Lives Matter Manchester had 2 beautiful, peaceful events for our community. Mr. Levasseur spread a deleted image of a fake protest created by someone who wasn't from Manchester after MPD had already deleted the page and arrested the person responsible. Why did he do that? He did that so that people would think that BLM Manchester was responsible for the page, and because of that, there were National Guard deployed on South Willow, and unnecessary violence happened because he shared that page. That incites the kind of violence that we're trying to stop. That incites the kind of violence that takes away from the fact that Manchester not only has shown this week that they care about Black lives, but that they'll do something about it. He personally took to his page in response to us saying, hashtag Punk Lives Matter, referred to my colleague Terrell Whitted as a derogatory term, and said, we don't have a race problem in this country. This week he said, we don't have a race problem in this country. Exactly. I'm calling on the mayor and alderman board to create a board who has the power to review aldermen and actually get them fired if necessary. There is a board. There is a board already, and they have no power to get the alderman or the mayor actually fired. Why is there a board if they can't get people fired? I believe in the First Amendment, but I also believe in empathy, change, and building the community. New Hampshire deserves better. We all deserve better than Joe Kelly Levasseur. I just want to mention the fact that the resignation calling for Joe Levasseur and Michael Porter, that change.org petition has more than 5,000 signatures right now.